Hey guys, this is Bwana from Bwana.tv. I want to talk a little bit about Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor. Now you guys may have seen my gameplay video I posted. If you haven't seen it, go back a few videos, probably like 5 or 6 videos back. Go back and look at it. Medal of Honor is a popular series from, I want to say the 90s. It's been a while. It was out, I think, before Call of Duty even. It's pretty old. And it's getting a reboot, is what they say, a revamp. And EA and DICE are combining efforts. EA is going to do I think it's the EA Studios in LA. They're going to do the single player portion using, I believe, a variant of the Unreal Engine. And DICE is going to use their much famed Frostbite engine for the multiplayer. Now, if you looked at my gameplay and you saw how things were going, you saw how things looked, you probably noticed a great similarity to Bad Company 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2, which kind of makes sense since it's using the Frostbite engine. EA basically told DICE to do a good multiplayer. That was a good bump. Do a good multiplayer like they did on Bad Company 2. So what DICE did was kind of a modified version of the Frostbite engine, which is going to have less destruction, more forgiving physics, and faster gameplay. Now, if you watched the video, that's probably what you saw. It was faster than Bad Company 2. The gameplay was much more forgiving in terms of shooting. The knifing actually worked. And it was actually pretty fun. I can tell you from my experience that it's a fun game. And, when playing it, it's a different experience than actually watching it. Because I watched it before I played it, and then when I played it, it was different. That's how I know that. So, it's kind of, I guess the word is common to say, well, this just looks like a myriad or a hybrid of Bad Company 2 and Modern Warfare 2. It's like Modern Warfare 2 and Bad Company 2 had a baby. I don't even know if that's possible. How can two video games have a baby? It's beyond me. But that's the common perception. People are like, oh, it's just a rip-off. It's just a rip-off. It's just a rip-off from Modern Warfare 2. Why? Why did you copy Modern Warfare 2, DICE? Why couldn't you do something original? You hate me! Anyway, so I want to try to explain some of the differences between Modern Warfare 2 and Bad Company 2 and Medal of Honor. I know I'm crazy, right? So, yeah. First off, Bad Company 2. Battlefield Bad Company 2. First off, you'll know that it's a Battlefield game. So you're going to have a pretty good amount of vehicles. You're also going to have squad-based play. You're going to have tactical strategy in order to get through it. And when you talk about Bad Company 2, not Battlefield 2, you're looking at Destruction 2.0. You're looking at pretty much almost total destruction, where buildings can come down and, cover is not cover for very long. It goes very, 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 very fast. So, when you compare that to Medal of Honor, okay, the gameplay of Medal of Honor is X times faster. I don't know a number. It's faster. So you'll notice that right off the bat. Alright. There's a great deal more difficulty, I think, in Bad Company 2 than there is in Medal of Honor. Why? Because of bullet physics. There's no bullet drop. Okay? And in Medal of Honor, bullets travel a lot faster than they do in Bad Company 2. And with the modes that we've been shown in the beta, there's not a lot of vehicles. There is one tank, which gives you kind of Bad Company 2 vibes. but there's just that one tank. And the loadouts in Bad Company 2 in terms of equipment you get is much more in tune with the gameplay of Battlefield style, and Medal of Honor is just gun attachments. So the focus is on gunplay. Gun, 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 gun. Gun versus gun. So that to me is what differentiates it from Bad Company 2 from a high level. If you play it, you'll see more. You'll probably be able to explain it better than me. But from the perspective of Modern Warfare 2, you know, the differences kind of drop a little bit because both Modern Warfare 2 and Medal of Honor have what we call an arena-style gameplay. Now, Bwana, what the heck is an arena-style gameplay? Well, let me explain. Arena-style is what we consider games like Quake and Unreal Tournament to be, where you have very, very high-paced gameplay in close quarters. Okay? Very fast, lots of dying, lots of killing, lots of action. This is where the term arcadey comes from, because it's not slow-paced. It's not, you know, something that you have to, you know, have a lot of strategy with. It's fast, fast, fast. It's shoot, 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 die, die, die. You know, that kind of gameplay. That's why we call it arena style. So that's where Medal of Honor and Modern Warfare 2 kind of have similarities. But I think that's where the similarities end. Both are first-person shooters. Both are in modern times, although Medal of Honor is more towards the Afghan War and Modern Warfare 2 is more towards current times, if I'm not mistaken. And that's where the similarities end. I mean, if you look at the loadouts on Modern Warfare 2, you know, and you look at the perk system and the kill streak system, and you compare it to Medal of Honor, you'll find a lot of differences. For example, on Modern Warfare 2, you have attachments, you have perks, and you know, you have camouflage. Whereas I'm trying to go by memory because I can't remember all the loadout screens. But on Medal of Honor, you pretty much, from what we've seen from the beta, you just got 3 gun attachments. So there's no perks. You don't have Marathon, you don't have Commando, you know, and you don't have like Ninja. You don't have these superhuman abilities that Modern Warfare 2 has. And you know, if you look at the score chain system versus the kill streak system, the kill streak system is all about your kills. It's aptly named kill streak. So you get 3 kills, you get a UAV. Whereas the score chain system is different in how it rewards you and what it rewards you with. Let me explain. Score chain means that you get points. So if I get an assist, I get 5 points. If I get a kill, I get 10 points. If I get a headshot, I think it's an additional 5 points. Those points add up, and once you get 40 points, no matter what you do to get those 40 points, you're rewarded. Modern Warfare 2 only rewards you for kills. Big difference there. Huge difference, because it encourages team play. You work together, you're still going to get rewarded. Alright? So, once you do get that score chain in Medal of Honor, you're rewarded with either an offensive or a defensive, what they call support action. Let me explain that. The first support action for offensive support action is a mortar strike. So if your team is winning and you want to take the offensive approach, you would call a mortar strike on the enemy. Whereas a defensive approach, if you're on your heels, you may want to call in a UAV. That's what a defensive class is. And there's other things like match ammo and flak vests for defensive stuff. And you know, there's artillery strikes, there's Scud missiles and stuff like that, very similar to the Predator missile in Modern Warfare 2. Those are some of the offensive ones, and you have a choice. Once you get rewarded, you can do an offensive or a defensive, so you get a dynamic ability there based on how your team is doing. So there's similarities, but they're not the same. And if you play, you will see it. It's just not the same. You know, it's different. So when people see it, they see a high, fast-paced shooting game in modern warfare settings, and they immediately go, "That's a Call of Duty ripoff." I mean, I don't know why people weren't. Maybe people were doing that when Medal of Honor and Call of Duty were out. They were both World War I, World War II games. with guns, first-person shooters. Why didn't they call Call of Duty a Medal of Honor ripoff? Maybe they did. I don't know. I wasn't following that kind of talk back then. I didn't care about that kind of stuff. And now the internet's kind of brought it to the forefront. So, so what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. If you look at Medal of Honor and you immediately see striking similarities to either Bad Company 2 or Modern Warfare 2, don't stop there, please. Give the game a little bit more than that, because it is more than that. I'm not saying it's going to be better than those games. I'm just telling you that, based on my experience, I don't believe that it is a copy of either one. I think it's using technology from Bad Company 2, which is why you see similar models, similar guns, similar environments. But that's where the similarities end. And in Modern Warfare 2, you got the arena style play. That's where it ends there. This is Bwana from Bwana.tv. Hopefully, this video will give you some kind of insight as to the differences between Medal of Honor and these other games it gets compared to. All right.